Hey guys, it's John DeYoung, and today I want to talk about lower back pain. I got a few messages on some of my other videos, the one for tennis elbow and golfer's elbow, and also one on shoulder fix. I got some requests for a lower back pain video. So apparently a lot of people in pain out there, and that sucks. So if I can just help you even a little bit, get to a pain-free daily activities, that'll really make my day. So let's get into it. So whether it's an old injury coming back, giving you some problems, inactivity, kind of weaken up the muscles in your lower back, you don't feel very strong, or overuse. So today we're going to address those issues. I'm going to give you some stretching, some strengthening, and some mobility exercises. One of my subscribers on another video said that he's a truck driver. So for driving for a long period of time, every time he gets up, the back feels like it's going to go out on him. So we're going to address the sitting issue right now. So whether you're a truck driver or a taxi driver, you're at school, you're at the library, when we sit, tend to round our back, and as we do that, the vertebra kind of scooped forward, so the discs inside the vertebrae are pushing out the back. The middle of the vertebrae is pushing out the back on each of the L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, and as it pushes out and back, there's a tendon there, so we're creating tension and stretching in this tendon there. So we're getting a lot of issues with structure, so we're stretching out that tendon. So it's interesting, so if you're sitting for a long period of time, as soon as you get up, you're going to feel that tightness. Your back is kind of rounded. So what you need to do is realize that at that moment your back is very vulnerable. So you take a truck driver, he gets up and now he's got to unload his haul, or a taxi driver's got to go in the trunk, pull out a suitcase or whatever it is. You at the library slinging your book bag over your back. Those are the times that we got to be careful. So actually there's an exercise, this is kind of crazy, it's a simple stretching exercise. So once you get up from that seated position, you want to start standing straight up, and believe it or not, just a simple little open up the chest. Now we're going to stretch the ligament on the inside of your vertebrae, because that's been cramped, that's been scrunched and it's shortened. Now we want to open that up and get a little mobility on our way back. We want to stretch in the opposite direction. We've been hunched over and pitched forward in. This is actually a stretch. You can come forward, and we get into that again. Nice little stretch. Again, if you're driving or at the library, as soon as you get up, you're going to feel that. So I recommend doing that. That's an initial quick little morning stretch, or get up out of the chair stretch. So after we do that stretch, then we're going to get on our stomach. We're going to do something called a cobra, or a prone position. I'm going to take these off on our elbows. So let's start off on that. All right. So right here, some of you are going to feel that stretch right away. Keep your pelvis down, chin neutral. You're already into a nice stretch. Try to let go of your back. Try to feel the curvature back in that spine. Some nice mobility in your lower back. And then we're going to get up into a cobra. Put your hands out in front of you. The further your hands out in front of you, the less stretch. So, which is good. Be conservative on this. I don't want you to really cramp your back. And if you have arthritis or stenosis, this is a very bad exercise. So do not do this stretch. Hold that. That's nice. And the more you can get into it, keep your pelvis down. I want you to exhale, sink into it. Keep your chin nice and neutral. And hold that stretch. All right. You can go back down, take a breather for a few seconds, and then we'll get back into it. Work your way up. Nice mobility in your spine. And it's going to hold that for a few seconds. And then come back down. All right, now we're going to get into something called a child's pose. We're going to sit back, keep your back nice and flat. Bring your arms out in front of you. Keep your chin neutral. We're going to try to get a little flat back. We're also getting a little mobility in our shoulder blades. And we're getting a nice stretch in here. And hold that. Sink into that. Exhale and stretch down. Now you can move your hips back a little bit. Hands a little more forward. We'll get a little more lower back as you bring your heart to earth. They call that in yogurt. All right, hold that. Bring that chest down. That's a child's pose, but slightly more forward. Okay, that's great. Okay, so other issues with lower back. First, I'm going to get into a little more stretching. I have a video. It's called To Stretch or Not to Stretch. You can click on that at the end of this video. It's going to give you a lot more stretching, but I want you to work on a little hamstring stretch. Obviously, tight hamstrings are going to pull on your lower back. You can use a towel. You can use any kind of strap to really stretch your hamstrings. And then you could stretch your glutes. So check out that video for stretching. Any kind of stretching, mostly hamstrings, and your quads are going to really loosen up your lower back. So instead of spending a little more time on the stretching, most of the stretches in my video are going to help you for your lower back, because I really want to spend some time on strengthening. So let's get into some strengthening the muscles of the lumbar girdle, and check out a stretching video. So the first muscle we want to talk about is the transversus abdominis, also known as TVA, also known as the muscle area that grows horizontally from around you, or all the way around your abdomen. It's easier, it's very technical. This one is a great place to start. A lot of people don't even know how to activate that muscle. So what you want to do is you want to get on your back, lay flat. You want to pull your belly button in without rounding your back, without rounding your shoulder blades. So it's really, everything else is neutral. So we want to pull the belly button in. See that? Right from here, you want to pull in, flatten it out, pull it in, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. And again, remember, lower back's not rounding, it's neutral. Pull that belly button in. You see that space? Right through here. Let me do it again. Pull the belly button in, slightly up into the diaphragm. Let's hold, and hold that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Now, another way to recruit more of the TVA, or the transversus abdominis, would be to do that while challenging yourself with another exercise for your core. So we're going to pull that TVA in, we're going to pull your belly button in, keeping tight, okay? And we're going to come up into a bridge and squeeze that in. Keep pulling that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Relax, let it come out. Let your stomach relax. And then we're going to do another one. Now we're going to make it a little more challenging. Pull the belly button in. Again, my lower back is not rounding. Now there's my pelvis coming up, tilting like that. Everything neutral. Pull the belly button in. Come up to a bridge. Let's try to march. Hold. 1, 2, and down. And 1, 2, and down. We're also getting some glutes, which will support your lower back as well. Don't let your pelvis move. Don't let it shift. If you feel it shifting, just come up and do this hold. Okay? Let's try it again. Shoulder blades are down. If you feel a cramp in your hamstrings or toes, you can shake them out or dig your heel in. See that? And relax. Okay, so the second exercise for the second muscle of your lumbar girdle is the QL, is the quadratus lumborum. This is a muscle that runs from just below your 12th rib all the way down until the iliac crest. Okay, it runs north and south. So sometimes the QL, or quadratus lumborum, is very tight on people. So before we strengthen it, I want to stretch it. So we're going to lay on your side. Your feet are going to be stacked. Okay, we're going to hold this right here just for balance. Now what we're going to do is, you may actually feel that stretch right here. We're actually going to let go. Let go of your shoulder. Okay, so we're stretching it. Are you ready? Right from here. So we're stretching all the way inside. It's right into your spine. It's a quadratus lumborum. Now to get a little more of a stretch, we're going to come up. The further out your hand, the less of the stretch. Let your shoulder relax. Again, we have to be in a nice straight line. Your pelvis, shoulder, and hand. Okay? Oh, that feels good. If you need a little more stretch, move your hand in a little higher and hold that. That seems like a lot for me. Hold that. Okay, good. Remember, it's not a strengthening. We are relaxing. We're trying to stretch that. Okay, let's flip to the other side. Oh, Again, if that quadratus lumborum is tight on you, you're going to run into a lot of issues with your lower back. Okay, nice straight line. Stack your feet, knees, hips, shoulder, elbow. Now I'm just relaxing right now. Ready? I can feel that stretch already on the inside. Good stretch. And we rein up a little bit, right? Use this for a little support, stabilization, so we keep our pelvis, shoulder, and hand in nice alignment. Now remember, you're going to relax. You're stretching. And then one more time, sink into that. Right through here. Okay. All right, so that's the stretch. Okay. So again, if you have really tight QL or quadratus lumborum, you're going to feel that right away. So now what we want to do is we want to strengthen that muscle. So there's a lot of tricky. There's a lot of different levels of this, okay? So first part, let's get your hip again, shoulder and elbow in alignment. We're gonna come up and we're gonna form bridge. Okay, it's a side plank. Okay, we're strengthening all the way in the inside. You're gonna get little obliques on this also, which is also part of the lumbar girdle that supports your lower back. Okay, keep your shoulder back and hold for about 5 seconds. Once you feel 5 to 10 seconds, you feel a little instability. Let's go down. Let's do that again. Elbow, if you feel a little discomfort in your shoulder, you can manipulate that elbow. I like it right under my shoulder. Right there. Again, this is the QL, quadratus lumborum. You're also getting some obliques, another muscle of the lumbar girdle. Hold that. Okay, if that's easy, we're going to straighten the top leg. We bring our palm up, shoulder blades engaged. Now again, we're working the lateral stabilizer or the quadratus lumborum, also known as QL. That's nice. And then up, that's pretty challenging. Hold. Keep your belly button drawn in. We're also contracting the TVA. We're pulling the belly button in, correct? And we're holding it without rounding our back and without rounding our pelvis. So we're recruiting those muscles. Now, if you're getting really strong, we can bring up both legs. This is pretty hard. Put your arms at your side. And just hold. Even for a few seconds, you feel that. Let's bring it back down and then up. Side plank. Whew. Okay, that's challenging. So the side plank's going to hit the quadratus lumborum and your obliques, which are also part of the lumbar stabilizing muscles. Okay, let's hit the other side for a second. So let's go in the progression. Let's go easy to difficult. Right from here, and 1, 2, nice neutral chin. Now again, TVA, transversus abdominis, pull it in. Keep it tight. Good. Second level, right here. You can bring your arm forward, palm engaging our shoulder blade. Working the TVA, pulling your belly button in, and your obliques, and your quadratus lumborum. Okay. And then we're going to make it a little more difficult. And hold. Pull the belly button in, engage your muscles and your abs, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, your timing on this, do what you can. When you feel instability, put it back down. Start conservative and graduate up into the more difficult exercises. Now the last muscle we have to work is your erector spinae, or the muscles right down near your lumbar area. And the way to do that was going to get on our hands and knees. All right, again, just like with the side planks in the QL, the quadratus lumborum, different levels of difficulty here. So I'm going to move a little forward. All right, tummy tight. Again, we're activating TVA. Pull the belly button in. Contract your abs without rounding your back. Nice neutral spine. I'm going to bring that leg back, firing my glutes and my lower back. And you're going to stabilize and hold. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now let's do it again. Abs tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to add a level of difficulty here. We're going to do right hand forward, left leg back. We're going to hit the glutes, your lower back, lumbar area, and also subscapular, right below your shoulder blade. 1, 2. Now we're recruiting a lot of muscle through the TVA, pulling your belly button in, and then down. And just show you what that looks like, go in this direction. Again, keep your pelvis square, tummy tight. Firing your glutes and your abs, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to make it a little more difficult. We're going to raise the arm out, glutes, and hold. Hold that. Okay, so that exercise is called the bird dog, by the way. You may have heard that before, but alternating Superman, alternating horse, but it's called a bird dog. I'm not really sure why. This one is the Superman. Okay, so again, different progressions of difficulty. Okay, first we're going to go a little forward. Keep your tummy tight. Okay, we're just going to bring your sternum, your chest off the ground. And hold. Shoulder blades back and down. Exhale on the way up. Holding, just as far as you want. Just be conservative. Get your resting pretty much on my sternum and then down. If you want to make it more difficult, we're going to take legs up, chest off, holding, squeezing my butt, my erector spinae, keeping my shoulder blades back in neutral, chin, and down. And I want you to engage your abs. Pull the belly button in and hold. All right. Relax. Definitely like to get into a child's pose after that. Stretch your shoulder blades, chest, lower back. Get into a nice side stretch. Grab it with your right hand. Turn your torso, not your hips. Come back to middle. Stretch the side. Really stretching your back. Again, now feel free to do any kind of stretching that I showed you in between each of these exercises. Go conservatively. When you feel instability, stop. Don't over stretch your back. Don't over arch your back. And really working on that, pulling that belly button in, that transverse abdominis. Really key muscle. I mean, you can practice that during the day, just sitting around, even on your desk, just at your chair on your desk. Pull the belly button in, hold it, contract the abs. Feel that. Again, you're going to do that without rounding your back, etc. Okay. That was a lot today, a lot to digest. Again, go over the video for stretching. It's to stretch or not to stretch, the name of the video at the end of this video. There's a link for that. And also glute strengthening. A lot of times, a lot of lower back issues happen because of you don't know how to fire your butt. So as your glutes start to, they call it glute amnesia, when you forget how to fire your butt, your pelvis starts shifting forward, and that's going to put us right into a rounded lumbar. Very vulnerable at that position. So, all right, I hope you liked what you saw today. Give me the thumbs up if you did, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you, and have a great day.